Hi, Algebra 1. Okay, you have now finished Chapter 1 and Chapter 2, and you've taken both short cycles. So that means you're now ready for the midterm. And so before you just jump into the midterm, we're going to do a practice midterm. And so when you finish this video, you're going to go take midterm practice, and there's part 1, which covers everything in Chapter 1, and then there's a midterm practice part 2. And so let's talk about some strategies. All right, the midterm is going to be multiple choice, but you're not going to do multiple choice first. You're going to take this paper pencil and you're going to work through this like a normal test, but then when you get to Canvas, you're going to see multiple choice. And so let's talk some strategy when you take this. So when you're at home doing your practice midterm, make sure you practice the same way you're going to have to take it. Now in class, you can't cheat, you can't use your math app and take pictures and your phone will do the math for you, okay? And you're not going to get to see Canvas first to see all those multiple choice answers. So really take the time to practice the way you're going to take it. So don't open your computer, and I'm sharing with you the midterm practice, okay? Your teacher should have handed this to you. If they didn't, just come get one before you take it, or have your teacher email it to you. So this is what your midterm practice looks like. Part 1 is all about evaluation of functions, and you can see that. We've got function machines, we've got function notation, yes, and a working backwards. Part 2, can you write the equation of a line? And so let's just take a look at this first one. Number one thing that students will do when they take a midterm or a final is they go too fast. So how do you slow yourself down? That's the first thing. Well, we have been using a lot about color coding. And so take the time to color code. Take the time to write things out. Trust me, it pays off. So let's look at question 2 first. So you're going to get these evaluation ones. When x is 4, when y is -2, and when z is -3. Okay? Notice, before I did anything, I used my color coding to kind of slow me down. All right, now I'm going to plug that in. So I have y is a -2 plus z. Z is a -3. Now notice I'm writing out every single step so I understand what I'm doing. Then I'm going to multiply by 1/4 times x. And my x is 4. I'm going to put that in parentheses. Now, again, I like to color code things so I don't go too fast. So what I'm going to do is with my red, I'm going to say in PEMDAS, what do I have to do first? Oh, in PEMDAS, I have to do those parentheses first. So I'm going to label that parentheses. Do that first, okay? And then I have this multiplication right here that I'm going to have to think about. And I might label that with a different color. So please, when you do these type of problems, write it out, color code it, slow yourself down. All right, let's talk some other strategies. Let's scroll down. So if you're watching this, get this paper out. Let's look at our graphs. So some strategies for you. When you get to your linear section, we talked a lot about your change in y over your change in x. So take the time. What is your change in y? What is your change in x? Use your red and blue, just like we've done in all the videos and in class. Take the time to label those things. It will pay off. Now, this is multiple choice. So what do you think one of the biggest things that we do when we make multiple choice questions? I'm going to come down here to this paper, and let's say you work through these problems and you get an equation like this. Y equals 2/5 x minus 3. That's the equation that you got. Let's just say you were working a problem and that's the equation that you got. When you go to multiple choice, what do you think some of those distractor answers are? Now, multiple choice, you always have a distractor answer, one that is really tempting to choose, but don't choose it. So I guarantee one of those answers and I'm going to make it, well, let's make it orange here for wrong. One of those answers in the multiple choice is going to be this. Yeah, it will be flipped. Don't fall for that. That's why we want you to use your colors and to pay attention. That is wrong. Make sure that you know, oh, it's change in Y over change in X, and I get my negatives and my positives. So when you take your practice midterm, slow down, write out each problem, show your work, make sure you are labeling things. And then when you take this, okay, and you're going to get a chance to see how you score. Remember, this is just practice. This is to help you know what you're going to need to study for the real thing. So good luck, Algebra 1. Slow down, use your strategies, color code, okay, write things out, use tables, do all of those things, and you will be successful on this midterm. Okay, we'll see you in class. Thanks, Algebra 1.